And for me, I think what people don't understand is like my dad, he was like born, he was put on this earth to be a parent. If you want to have kids, find a man like that. Do not settle for anything less. If I wanted to have kids, so help me, even I don't, I'm still going to see how you behave. I'm going to make sure you're doing your shit before I marry you. I could have been married a couple times by now, but one was a guy who really wanted kids, and I think it was, for some men it's control. And it's really, it breaks my heart to say that because you don't want to think about it, but for some men, pregnant women are easy to control. If you're pregnant, you're reliant on him. Unless the only exceptions are if you've got a if you've planned on having kids as a single mom, or if you're a single mom and it just works, you just work it out. But in general, pregnant women are easier to control. It has nothing to do with kids. And some men, it's like spreading their seed. I'm just like, you don't have anything worth spreading, dude. You don't need to be sowing your wild oats. And I think after a certain point with men, it's like, you've been sowing your wild oats for years now. Like, you're too old for this shit. And like I said, because some people be like, oh, it's because you hate your dad. My dad was one of the best people on the earth. No one's dad is as good as mine. My dad sadly passed away, but no one's dad was as good as mine. He like hung the moon. And I said, like, I think I said in another video, my grandmother, my mom's side, who told all of the women, all of her daughters and daughters-in-law, including my mom, that my dad was the best damn mommy she had ever seen in her life. If you want to get married and have kids, you marry somebody like that. You don't date one of these dumbass fuck boys who's gonna stick it in you, get you pregnant and leave, or do the bare minimum and just sit on the couch. I know some great fathers out there. I will say this is just, even just on a platonic level, I do not want people in my circle who behave that way. If you're going to just stick it in somebody, have kids, and then have nothing to do with them, I have no respect for you as a man. That means you're a shitty human. That's called being a deadbeat dad. And here's the thing, deadbeat dads can come in many forms. They can come into being a husband too. So always, always, always screen him. And I think you should be honest. Don't accept shitty behavior. If you want to be a mom, by all means, go for it. But go about it and be smart. Don't let your biological clock make you an idiot. Because a lot of these women do. And it's because they're getting bad advice. I've seen it all economic levels, everywhere across the board. Worst case scenario, don't let people scare you either. You can have kids just about any time. Bye.